So this is something I learned while I was at Google, and Google have very onerous interview processes. It was kind of a known thing that if you were going to interview at Google, you needed to be prepared to do, 4 interviews at least. One of the ways that I kind of learned to hack interviews, because I was hired in 6 different roles in 3 different countries over the time that I was there, right? So I did a lot of interviews. And then I also did interview training, so I became an interviewer. And what I learned is that you need to take the job description for the job that you're going for and identify what are the characteristics or the skills they are evaluating the person that they are interviewing for. Now at Google, these also fell into 4 buckets, which they would call general cognitive ability. So how do you think? Role-related knowledge. So what do you have experience and certification-wise that relates to this specific role? Leadership, because that was one of the characteristics they wanted everyone in their workforce to have. And then the last one was Googliness, which is basically cultural fit. How do you fit within this organization? Now you can even use AI to say, hey, this is the job description I'm going for. Do deep research to find out what values and how does this company hire, what traits are they looking for, so that you can then surface or analyze what are the things I need to write for. So then I would take each of those things, whether it's leadership or the role-related knowledge I might break down, and I would write them on the top of a piece of paper in my notebook, and then I would write situation, behavior, impact, so SBI. And I'm only looking for 1 sentence for each. I helped lead the team that were going to, organize whatever their day would look like, or whatever it is that you did. That's your behavior. And then the impact of that is what is the outcome of the work that you did. So, the approval ratings were 5 out of 5 stars, or I had this anecdotal feedback from this particular person. That's where you get your numbers, or if you don't have numbers, you get those quotes and qualitative feedback. And the process of that as my preparation for an interview, the main thing is that you've sat down and you've pen and papered those stories so that you really own them and they roll off your tongue and you believe them rather than sitting there in that moment and going blank, because that's what my mind does if I haven't done that work.